All right, what's up, everybody? So, start. All right, what's up, everybody? It's Christian and Dane here. We haven't exactly posted a video in a long, long time. It's been maybe 9 months. So I'm glad we kept some of our viewership up. Getting a couple views per day and whatnot. But Cal Poly admissions came out obviously just this March, and Dane and I wanted to make a video. As second years and all, a little bit more experience. Just wanted to talk about why you should go to Cal Poly. Hopefully, just talk about that from our experiences as a second year, and now facing a COVID-19. Hope you're all staying safe out there. Stay home. But we're gonna get right into our video, right, Dave?
Yes, sir. So I'm just gonna be going over the pros, cons, the good, the bad, and the ugly of going to Cal Poly. We're just gonna keep it real with you guys. Talk about kind of our experience over the past couple of years. We're really sad that it's coming a little bit short. We're online for spring quarter, but we're making the best of it, and we're hoping that we can give you a little bit of information to help you guys make your decision for college. All right, guys. So a little background of why I chose Cal Poly. First of all, it's the best academic school that I got into. And also a big thing for me was the location. Cal Poly is located like 15 minutes right from the beach. You got Pismo Beach, Avila Beach, some really great local places to hang out. You're also right by the mountains. If you love to hike, love to mountain bike like me, it's a perfect place. Also just a great community. When I visited Cal Poly, went downtown, everybody just really happy atmosphere, went to farmers market, just a really vibrant city and just like really like close community, and that's kind of what drew me to go to Cal Poly. That was kind of it for me. What about you, Christian?
So just to start off, a little background, I guess. So I'm a business major, so that was definitely impactful in choosing where I wanted to apply for college, and ultimately ended up at Cal Poly. But so I didn't apply to any of the UCs. Keep that in mind. I'm probably going to refer to the UCs just in comparison to Cal Poly, because a lot of people are comparing their decisions to other UCs and whatnot. But I didn't apply to any UCs just because they're economics driven, research driven and all. So really wanted to have the option to go in depth as a business major. So Cal Poly was actually number one on my list. My dad's an alum. So toured the place and was absolutely sold when I came to open house. Just the environment and the people ultimately is what brought me here. Because if you don't know it at all at least Cal Poly's academics are really, really, really good with its learn by doing philosophy. It's unmatched in my opinion, and maybe we'll go into depth more about that a little bit later. But we're just gonna go off of each other's dome pieces and
yes, sir.
Just talk about some pros and cons about Cal Poly. So Dane, do you want to hop on that?
Yeah, so first pro, I gotta say, at least for me, is intramural sports. I've played intramural sports every single quarter I've been at Cal Poly, and also this winter quarter, I actually became a referee for basketball, and that was a really cool way. I met a lot of cool people, made some extra cash on the side. So that was really fun. Intramurals for me, it's really cool. It's really well run. It's a lot of fun. There's a bunch of different sports to play, and it's a great way to keep you active. So I feel just like I've kind of seen programs from different colleges, and I feel like that Cal Poly is definitely superior in that program. So if you like to play sports like basketball or softball or soccer, but you don't really want to compete at that D1 level or want to play club, it's a great way to just have fun with your friends and still stay active. So that was something that I really kind of fell in love with after coming to Cal Poly. So
yeah, Dan and I have participated in some basketball intramurals, even some football. They lost the championship when I decided not to play on their team.
Yeah, but we did get that basketball championship fall quarter. So
we did. We got the
that's a we.
Look at Dane's shirt. I don't know if you can tell us as champions.
Yeah.
We are crowned champions, but anyways, yeah. So one pro I want to talk about specifically is for me committing to Cal Poly, ultimately one drawback some people kind of have is that it's in San Luis Obispo, which is kind of crazy, because San Luis Obispo, beach is right there, mountains right there, and it's voted on numerous sites the #1 college town in all of California. California is the place to be. So anywhere else out of California, GG's. But no, but so it's number one college town. So meaning, what's so special about it is, everywhere around SLO is like college students, but the community itself outside of the college students embrace Cal Poly with like completely open arms. I mean, it's crazy. Like Cal Poly really just kind of, I don't want to say runs San Luis Obispo, but it's an integral part of San Luis Obispo. But anyway, some people don't like that it's a little bit smaller college town because they feel like there's not much opportunity. They don't want to have a job or internship in San Luis Obispo, and that doesn't happen for the most part. Some people stay in SLO, but Cal Poly, because of its reputation to recruiters and how recruiters love Cal Poly because of its learn by doing philosophy. People and companies and the legit companies are from San Francisco to Los Angeles to the rest of the country come to Cal Poly to recruit you at these career fairs. I'm a second year and I'm getting interviews for San Francisco right now for the big four accounting firms. So the opportunity is absolutely there. So that should definitely not be a con of yours whatsoever. San Luis Obispo, I love it so much. I guess a con associated with that is, it's not a big city. So I guess if you don't if there's not many museums around in SLO, and stuff like that. But yeah, for me, it's absolutely perfect. And the environment is so welcoming and everyone around you. And it's just so fun. So
yeah, I feel like in the bigger schools you can kind of get lost in the sauce is one reference. Yeah, just but I mean, I feel just you mean I know it's a kind of a smaller school, but it feels like a really big community. I mean, there's just a lot of different things to do, a lot of different types of people. It's a great way to meet new friends, people with a bunch of different interests.
Totally.
But yeah, I mean, there's definitely people that want that big school atmosphere, but for me, I feel like I fit right in with kind of Cal Poly's atmosphere. So
right. And going off of that, I'm going to compare to the UCs now is the UCs kind of leave you to be a little bit independent almost when you go to their university and stuff like that, where Cal Poly and I guess the Cal State universities for that matter really lend a hand and show you the resources and give the resources right in front of you for you to succeed, as opposed to UC Berkeley or whatever. It's so competitive and you're almost on your own with these big lecture halls, and it's ultimately I feel I'm paying $22,000, which is a year for me as an in-state for total cost of attendance, to attend basically a private school with its small class sizes and how many resources they provide you. Some people see it as hand holding, which I think is kind of ridiculous, just because I think you should have a lot of people at the university help you to succeed. There's no reason why you shouldn't have all the resources thrown at you. So that's something Cal Poly does a really good job about, and why I love the academics, because they really try to get you to succeed.
Kind of going off of what Christian just said.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had barely any big lecture classes, and what's really an advantage of having these kind of smaller classes is you get a relationship with your professor, and I feel like that has helped me so much throughout classes, being able to go to office hours and talk with someone that I can rely on, that can really help me get a good grade, and that's really benefited me. And I feel like I just learn better when I can go up and ask my teacher questions, and I know you can in lecture halls, but it's just kind of it gives you a better way to create a relationship within a smaller class. So that's kind of what I found. So.
Totally. Yeah, we talked about, I guess, academics and university as a whole. What about you want to touch on social life, I guess, a little bit, Dane?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's kind of two different sides. So Christian has he's in a fraternity and I'm not, but I still find plenty of ways to hang out with friends. I'm in a few clubs. I've been working with intramurals, and just a great way to meet new people and have different friends. Cal Poly is a great place, to do stuff with friends. You got the beach. Downtown's really fun. There's a lot of different stuff to do. And there's a lot of events put on by Cal Poly, a lot of different tournaments, different club fairs, and just different stuff that you can go to. So it's not really a time where you can feel bored at Cal Poly. So
yeah, totally. Yeah, like Dane said, I'm a fraternity, so that's been such a great outlet for me. It branches me out to so many different opportunities. So Greek life and being a fraternity has been absolutely amazing for me. Yeah, but the social life, and I guess if you want to talk about the party scale, Cal Poly is certainly up there, in the partier schools. So if you want to do that, the school, can provide that to you.
But if you don't want to, you don't have to either.
If you don't want to, there's no internal pressure to do so.
Not at all.
Yeah, but anyways, socially, like, I touched upon this a lot in our other videos if you want to take a look after this video, but just like the people there are just like so nice, really. It's just the vibe there is so, easygoing, people helping others, and it's such a vibe I love, with everyone there, and it's been amazing so far. So the people and like the social life with all the clubs, they're presented, like I was saying earlier, they're presented right in front of you to get involved. Because the number one advice I have for any freshman going to college is get involved as soon as possible, because that branches out to friends, to different opportunities. So get involved, and that'll do you good things, especially at Cal Poly. So that's a huge plus for Cal Poly, just the people in general, which is kind of the environment you're going to be surrounding for your 4 years. So possibly the most important thing, in my opinion, for choosing a school, definitely for Cal Poly. I guess you want to talk about housing, I guess, Dane? Obviously, we're doing different things as a second year now. But.
Yeah. So housing. So first year, obviously, you're in the dorms, and it's a little bit different, like kind of depending on your dorm. Just like some are more social than others. Some may be a little bit better than others, just kind of depending on what you're looking for. I was happy that we were in the new dorms. That worked out really well for us. We enjoyed that.
Yeah. So housing as the dorms, more specifically for you all, assuming you're freshmen think about coming in. The dorms at Cal Poly are really good for, the new dorms specifically. A lot of people kind of talk trash about Yosemite and the red bricks and all stuff like that, which, they're not the best dorms, but ultimately, everyone lives in a dorm, and, you have a fun time in the dorms, regardless of who you
for
are.
sure. For sure. You only live in the dorm once, so enjoy it.
It is. It's an experience and a half, to say the least. So, just the dorms are just something else. So that should not be a big thing in your college decision, let me tell you that. But yeah, I guess another thing to talk about, if we're going to stay on campus, which is kind of a con a little bit, is the campus dining. Though I must say, since last year, I feel like they have improved a lot more from last year to this year. So hopefully that continues next year. I know they're building a huge new dining complex. Rumor has it, possibly Chipotle and Panda Express. So I may need to have my little buy me some food a lot more. But so food I think is going to get a lot better. If you hear the con, like the worst con of Cal Poly, it's going to be the food.
Yeah, it's going to be food. It's going to be food. Yeah.
It's going to be the food every single time, and there's no other possibility of having a worse con. No one else will say anything other than food. But I think the food is honestly getting better, just seeing this year and stuff like that. So don't feel like it shouldn't affect your decision, really, in my opinion. But yeah, that's about the food situation. How about you, Dane? You said you didn't talk about your major. What major are you?
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know.
Yeah. So my major, it's called Experience Industry Management, or many know it as like Parks and Recreation, but that's not really kind of what I'm doing. I'm minoring in environmental studies with aspirations to go into environmental law one day, so I'd like to be a lawyer. So yeah, it's kind of just like teaching me like a bunch of different stuff. Yeah.
Lay them out.
So yeah, I just taking a lot of different environmental classes, and originally when I came to Cal Poly, I wanted to do sports management, so that's kind of why I picked this major, and I'm kind of like in the process of changing. So I've been taking like a lot of event planning classes and stuff like that, which doesn't really make sense with what I'm doing, but it's giving me a lot of life skills, which I think is important. So I'm kind of just figuring my way out. I'm enjoying it though. I'm learning it a lot, so I'm excited.
One thing about academics that, if you haven't heard already, you have to declare your major to Cal Poly. You know that because you got admitted or you didn't. But basically, Cal Poly, you start your major classes right away as a freshman, which I think honestly is really beneficial. We're just second years, and I'm already I've already taken 3 accounting classes, a couple finance and marketing classes. Like I've already taken a lot, and other schools you would be starting next year. So I feel like I already know a lot, and it really reaffirms, the choice that I have made to go into business. And ultimately, there's a there's a rumor that it's really hard to change majors at Cal Poly, and it's harder, but it's not that hard. It ultimately just depends how well you do at school at Cal Poly. Like, for example, they're not going to have, it depends on the rigorous of the majors. Like, as you all know, engineering's pretty tough, especially like, for example, like aerospace or something like that.
Yeah, so if you're somebody like me who came with like a 29 on their ACT and you're like, oh, I want to be an engineer, like it's not gonna happen. So,
right.
Or unless you you prove yourself. So yeah.
Exactly. Like you can't just go like, even from my major as business or Dane's major, like go straight into engineering. Like you can't, they're just not gonna let it happen right away. You have to show that like, wow, you're a good student here at Cal Poly. You could probably manage the aerospace engineering course load. So just stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically all we have to talk about, I guess, on the calendar and the agenda for today's Zoom meeting. I'm glad you all could join us on this fantastic trip. But yeah, so ultimately, I'm hopefully, you heard all the good points that we have made, because we'd love to have you come to Cal Poly because it's such a great school, and I truly think it would be a really good choice for anybody. But of course, hopefully aligns with all what you are searching for in a college. Cal Poly, though it may be for us, it's not for everybody. But it's a great school and we love it so much, and that's why we want to say. But we're just gonna give one little concluding statement of each of us just about Cal Poly in general. So basically, I would just say, like, it's unfortunate you all can't make a on-campus visit, because ultimately you should go where you feel the most comfortable and feel at home. So that really brought to me at open house. But I guess hopefully this video helps you a lot of deciding and making us feel like maybe this could be your home at Cal Poly and stuff like that. But yeah, just choose where you feel like you're going to strive and belong. From all the points we've made, academics and social life is so strong. And, the people at Cal Poly is really what convinced me to go to Cal Poly, just the environment there. And, I can say nothing but good things. So that's it for me.
Yeah.
What about you,
Well
Dave?
said, Christian.
Yeah.
I just want to just make something clear to everybody. Just like there's a lot more to college than just academics. That's kind of why we're at college. It's important to always work hard and everything, but you also got to think about, like, this is like 4 years that are supposed to be some of the best times of your lives. So you want to make sure you're making a conscious effort to like recognize kind of the decision that you're going to make. Like, think about your social life, think about the locations, think about the different things that you want to do or you want to try and do. I mean, like, this is the opportunity for you to take risks and try different things and kind of just explore yourself and just like see kind of what you like to do, and kind of maybe that might impact what you're going to do in the future, because going into Cal Poly, I want to do sports management, but now I want to be a lawyer. So, and that might even change too. I want to be a veterinarian, like, who knows? So yeah, who knows? So yeah, just keep that in consideration when looking at colleges, and wherever you guys end up, I'm sure it's going to be a great fit. So yeah, just good luck, and
yeah, I mean, like I said, we have multiple other videos that we produced maybe a year back. Maybe
they're pretty
bit
fire. You should go check them out.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a little bit of higher voice or anything, but yeah, check them out. They could be helpful in deciding what's best for you and what Cal Poly is all about. But yeah, other than that, Dan, you want to give them the rundown, your famous rundown?
Yeah, so we're at like 177 subscribers right now. No big deal. Sorry to flex on you guys. My bad. Whoopsies. But yeah, I mean, Christian and I, we're trying to move out to LA, become big YouTubers. So if you could give us a sub, maybe like the video, that'd really help us out. We've already gotten contacted by David Dobrik. He wants to feature in our videos. It's whatever. So
yeah,
you guys just give us some support. We'd appreciate it. And then hopefully you guys learned something in this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. We're really active. And we love interacting with you guys.
Maybe Dane and I have been thinking about being a little bit more committed on the YouTube grind.
Yeah, just tell us what you think.
Not post a video every 9 months, but yeah, just let us know if you want any questions answered. I'd feel fine sending you my personal information if you have any questions at all. So the digits, man. But yeah.
Like, oh, Christian, I need help. What's your phone number?
Shut up. But yeah, so leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscription button. More quality content to come.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out.